On takes over for the Blue Claws. Paxton Thompson went in 2 innings and allowed 1 run on 3 hits, 1 walk, and struck out none. First pitch by Pond to Rock Riggio. Misses for ball 1, and we're underway here, top half of the 8th. And the 1-0, Riggio, who hit a grand slam last time, shows bunt and takes outside. It looks like everybody's leaving, heading up the stairs, but in reality, they just congested on the dugout for the t-shirt toss. And the 1-1 from Pond. Squibbed up the end of the bat, up third, it'll spin foul. A little less than halfway up the line, it kicks in a foul. Ground of the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Rock Riggio.
Greg, Blue Claws, I'm sorry.
2 doubles and a grand slam today.
Blue Claws 2 for 11 today with runners in scoring position. They've left 8 on the heels of their 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position last night.
So Jersey Shore needs 4 runs in the last 2 innings, and they're going to face another new pitcher when we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. And as we said at the top, if you missed it, how important this game is. Game is kind of a double whammy. Usually, these Sunday games, and they're still talking to Riggio. Something happened. He's talking to the plate umpire. I don't know exactly what they're discussing. Now he steps back in. Usually, these Sunday games, 2-game swing, right? So Blue Claws will either be 1 back or 3 back. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's outside and high, 2-2. But in this case, Tony, kind of more than that, because also at stake today is the tiebreaker, 2-2 pitch, outside ball 3. If Hudson Valley wins, they will be 3 up and hold the tiebreaker. And if the Blue Claws win, they would be 1 back and hold the tiebreaker. So, pitch by Wenway Pond is fouled away. So essentially, in some ways, this is kind of like a 3-game swing. And if you lose a game like this, if you're the Blue Claws already down in the standings by 2, you lose kind of a 3-game swing game this late. It's pretty darn tough. Fouled off, check swing. That one into the Renegade dugout, 3-2. Pond's a 21-year-old from Taiwan. Signed with the Phillies in January of last year. He'll turn 22 on September the 19th. And here's the 3-2 and a pop-up off third, foul out of play. He's had a very good year with the Blue Claws. 19 innings, 12 hits, 5 runs, 3 earned, 7 walks, 21 strikeouts. His season was delayed because he broke his hand during spring training, but has come back strong. There was talk of him being a starter this year, but he's been a reliever with the Blue Claws. Squibbed out in front of the plate. Disson flips away the mask, picks it up with the bare hand, and throws out Riggio, 1 away. 2-3 on the putout, 1 down for George Lombard, the shortstop.
Well, the plan today was for Pond to come in around the 8th inning with the Blue Claws either a heck of a lot closer or maybe tied or leading by a run. That was the game plan. Well, it didn't work out because the Blue Claws bullpen could not keep it as close as desired.
First pitch high and inside.
That's why they didn't use Pond yesterday. He could have pitched yesterday, but with the Blue Claws behind, Greg Brodzinski electing to hold him back for today in the hopes that he would be in a maybe closing situation.
Swing and a miss. 1-1. Fastball splitter slider for Pond. Jordan Disson said Pond's splitter is the toughest pitch to catch for him, anybody on the team. Fastball outside, 97, 2-1. He'll be an interesting choice, an interesting guy to follow next year, Tony.
Yeah.
I'm sure the plan was to start him here and then get him to Reading at some point during this season. And that one down and outside, but he missed half the year with his hand injury, so they could keep him here at the beginning of the season as a starter. They could send him to Reading as a reliever or as a starter. We'll see. I guess part of it depends on whether they want him to be a starter or a reliever. Here's the 3-1. Popped up. Lombard very high behind the plate. Disson flips away the mask, moves over and foul ground and over or underran it. Reached out, couldn't get it. and it lands foul. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And they'll say no play on that. Tough pop up. Wind's blowing back towards center. Sun's out now, and Disson missed it. But a play that I'm sure he would tell you he should make.
Yeah.
And now Lombard gets another chance. Well, maybe he'll get a base hit, and then Disson will throw him out, stealing for
That's
the 4th
true.
time. Disson has thrown Lombard out, stealing 3 times in this series, including the first inning today. 3-2 count, and Pond deals. Foul back out of play, and the count's still 3-2. 98-mile-an-hour fastball.
Yeah, myself, I think the Phillies have depth in their starting system, especially with the addition of the 2 young pitchers they got from Baltimore.
There's the 3-2 foul back. I mean, I don't even think that matters. It's, if you think he can be stretched out and you do it, you can always stretch him out and then turn him back.
Yeah, I just like him coming out of the pen with the stuff he's got.
Yeah, I kind of agree, but I understand why they would at least give him a shot as a starter. That one, a splitter on the inside corner, strike 3, dropped by Disson, picks it up, plants his feet, fires the first, and Anthony holds the bag for the out. 2-3 on the putout, 2 down. First strikeout for Pond. That'll bring up Josh Moylan.
Anthony gets the put out on that, but he should also get the assist because
for holding his foot on the base. Here's Moylan, first pitch, that's high, 1 ball, no strikes. Moylan has singled twice, flew to center, and has a sac fly. Renegades lead at 6-2. We're in the top of the 8th. And the pitch by Wenway Pond, line back toward the middle, coming on, Schreffler dives and tumbles over, makes the catch, inning over. What a play by Troy Schreffler to take a base hit away from Moylan and retire the side. 1-2-3 inning, bottom 8 coming up. Hudson